Alright, so now we're back to Lego Marvel's Avengers, and we're also leaving our brief foray into the Age of Ultron and heading backward to the first Avengers movie. So, you're going to see some flashback scenes and things as we're getting ready for what's really the first campaign of the game, and that is the Avengers book. The Avengers movie. Unlike the Lego Star Wars games, the Lego Marvel games, operate on this linear story basis. But that being said, it doesn't mean that we can't have little forays into the hub worlds for parts of the story. So this is actually the shield base that you can access from, I guess you would call it space, once you finished the main game. And we're going to be introduced to some more characters, a bunch of shield agents. First guy to notice is Nick Fury, and instead of doing Samuel L. Jackson references like they did in Lego Marvel Superheroes, now you just simply have Samuel L. Jackson voicing the character. Next to him is Maria Hill. She also has a similar power set to what she had in the previous game. She's acrobatic, and she can summon reinforcements in the form of more shield agents. Nick Fury has his powers from the last game as well, including his ability to go stealth, which we will be seeing shortly. And of course, all these characters logically can operate the shield computer logins here around the base. So hitting that panel opens up this acrobatics portion for Hill in order to go up and get Phil Coulson, which is the first thing we're trying to do here in this level. So you can see there's a motion sensor going around, and we're going to need Nick Fury to get past that. So we need to find some way to get Nick up here, and by breaking this box, we can build the ladder that we need for Nick to join us up here. And now he can use his stealth abilities, still operated on the B button, to input this computer code. And basically what will happen is you'll see little directional arrows, and you'll need to match those from your D-pad. And that gets Coulson out of the parking deck. Phil Coulson in this game is a little bit different because there are some different versions of Coulson. The first Coulson that you get is the Phil Coulson that has a gun and can throw grenades, which means that he cannot deal with any gold-colored Lego objects. Later on, Phil Coulson will get his destroyer gun, and the destroyer gun has also been upgraded from the previous game. It can now destroy gray and gold Lego objects, which gives Phil Coulson a little bit more use. And you got to remember that there is a Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. DLC for this, so there's plenty of opportunities for Coulson to do stuff. And so now we're wandering around without Coulson, and we need him to blow stuff up for us. And the game was trying to hint that to us. But you can see I was just a little bit more interested in exploring around the shield base. So here comes Coulson. That unlocks his character for us, or at least the first Phil Coulson character. I think there are 3 total in the game. Throw a couple grenades, blow some stuff up. And now we can build a ramp that will allow us to get to the other part of the level. You know, this whole little intermediate mission basically is supposed to show what happened before Loki shows up. So we need that monster truck. And the only character, well, actually I'm not really sure which of these characters have the little sensor, but I know Maria Hill does. The problem is that it's on the same button as her call for shield backup button. And you can see a couple times I got the wrong effect from it. But finally it gave me the computer sensor, and we're able to go look around, press X whenever the little blips appear in the area where they appear. And as long as you're reasonably close, it'll give it to you. And that shows us that we need to blow up that thing right there. Of course, I threw my grenade in the wrong place. And so that gives Coulson access to the monster truck. And now we are one step closer to getting inside the door of the shield base. Unfortunately, we still have a little bit of work to do here, because we're going to need a little help, not only from Coulson, but we're also going to need Nick Fury back again. And one of the neat things I like about the shield base is that you will see uses of the Futron Lego symbol. I think it's Futron. It might be Futuron, but the original Lego sort of space-themed sets used that symbol. You know, before they became more sophisticated, things like Blacktron and Space Police and geez, I'm trying to remember. I think Magtron. You know, there was a whole series of Lego guys. So now our team is going downstairs, and we're going to see something is the matter with the Tesseract. And this is I guess this is the second mission briefing screen. I don't remember if we saw one in front of the Strucker level or not. But this is another sort of nice addition to this game. Not necessarily this particular scene, but the fact that they've got Kobe Smulders, who voices Maria Hill in the movies, doing these narration sequences. In Lego Marvel Superheroes, they had a voice actor who was not Smulders doing it. Of the cast from the Avengers movies, Smulders and Clark Gregg as Phil Coulson, recorded the most original dialogue for this game, and that's kind of a cool touch. And there's another thing that returns to this game: the milkshake or smoothie, as it's depending on what you think is in there. Those made appearances in Lego Marvel Superheroes, and they're making appearances here as well. Loki has made his entrance. And you'll note that Hawkeye is not really looking like Jeremy Renner here, but Hawkeye is using his character model from Lego Marvel Superheroes. Throughout the Avengers story arc, he will look like this, and then he will change his appearance in the Age of Ultron levels to look more like his movie self. If you remember Lego Marvel Superheroes, you know that Nick Fury, in the way he's portrayed here, is not wearing the same outfit that he wore in that game. So you don't have to worry about that particular change going on. But now we get to use Hawkeye, and considering that, you know, our other option is Fury, we're going to be using him a lot here because he has the most versatile skill set, and he's also, well, I guess Nick Fury is a reasonable distance attacker. And you'll note that I discovered a whole new underlevel here. Now this underlevel exists mostly for the free play area.
Coulson here.
There's a lot of stuff to unlock. Eventually I get rid of those hint boxes, by the way, but it takes me a while to do that. See, you can see a Hulk thing over there. We can't do anything about right now. And Loki is attacking us on the top. And he'll attack us from 3 different spots before we go into our first mini-boss battle. And right now I'm collecting studs furiously. Although, I'm not exactly sure it's going to mean anything in this particular level. So now we're headed back upstairs. Now, there's another ladder over there that will lead to Hawkeye's overlook from the movie. And there would have been more stud opportunities up there, but after I destroy the computer banks here, I don't really go up there. Alright, here's a shield station. Hawkeye, as a shield agent, has access to it. So does Nick Fury. And this is one of the first times that you can really see that after a shield station has been activated, it becomes accessible again by a Hydra agent. So someone with Hydra clearance, which means that most Hydra characters have shield clearance. If you've seen Captain America 2: The Winter Soldier, that may make some sense to you. But if you aren't didn't see that movie, then you may wonder what the heck that's all about. There are some Hydra characters you can use in free play. You know, we've seen Baron von Strucker. Eventually you can also have access to the Red Skull. And if you have the Agents of Evil downloadable pack, or Masters of Evil, sorry, downloadable pack, then you also have access to Baron Zemo. Right, so now we're moving around looking for more studs. Here's a mechanics thing. We do not have a mechanic with us. I think Tony Stark is the only mechanic that they give you in the game. But I haven't exactly explored all the abilities of all the characters. So now we're going to use this computer to keep getting closer to the Tesseract and close through Loki. And now you are going to be introduced to one of Hawkeye's new powers. You see there's a glass pane preventing us from reaching whatever's beyond it. And the way you get through glass is with a sonic arrow. And yes, Hawkeye does have such a thing. But first, we're going to break more stuff and get more studs. There's a purple stud back there, so you might want to keep that in mind for when you're running through this level. So there's our first sonic arrow from Hawkeye, opening up that area for us. And this basically simulates Nick Fury ordering the self-destruct on the shield base, trying to stop Loki.
Of course it does. I've come too far for anything else.
And now we enter our mini boss fight with Loki. And I'm still trying to get access to more studs. Over there in the back right, you can see I don't know exactly what you would call it. I mean, I guess an accelerator pad or something like that, but it's used by running characters to get a really good head start so they can run up walls and do special things. So that's your hint that there's a mini kit up there. So we have the scene, Nick Fury very carefully using a baseball glove here. Hawkeye getting taken over, Dr. Selvig getting taken over.
We have no quarrel with your people.
An ant has no quarrel with a boot.
You planning to step on us?
Sir, Director Fury is stalling. This place is about to blow. Brother.
And then Hawkeye shooting Nick Fury in the milkshake so they can escape with the Tesseract. And then you get Dr. Selvig doing some kind of weird flowers thing for Loki. And now whether or not we can stop Loki is all up to Agent Hill and the strangely aforementioned Agent Williams. I don't know what Williams' first name is. I don't honestly know why he has a name. But he's kind of the red-shirted guy that they send on some of these missions.
Well, at least we know the fire alarm works.
Yeah, but the door just auto-locked.
So now it's up to Maria Hill and Agent Williams to go around and try to rebuild a car that they can use to pursue Loki and Hawkeye. So there's going to be a lot of guns used here. And I'm also still looking for studs, so we're going to go and wander around and shoot up the place, hoping that we're going to get a few more studs. Because there's not too much of this level, story-wise, left. I mean, if you were just to go straight through it, there's not a lot left. See a spot for a Captain America shield. Of course, we We don't have that.
Firepower.
Okay, I did a really big cut there in order to get rid of a lot of the extra stuff. So now we are going to hack our way in through. We're looking for more parts to our truck. We put out the fire. We fixed the truck. Well, yeah, we put out the fire. We still need to fix the truck. They've given us a little more, few more parts to work with there. And again, we don't have a character who can utilize a heat laser. We have our shield backup guys using their guns, which is a first as far as I'm concerned with AI guys. I mean, yeah, I'm not used to seeing the AI do a heck of a lot here. And so we put a cannon on top of the car. And then we just need to get in and start the final part of the level. Unfortunately, well, actually, I don't know if it forces Agent Hill into the front seat, but Agent Williams will be your gunner. If you're in free play, and once this cutscene starts, your team will be switched to the story default team of Hill and Williams. And now we're in, sort of a chase scene. We've got a bunch of cars we need to shoot down. You're going to see some mini kits floating around too that we can make an attempt to grab as they go by. Okay, you don't need to shoot them so much as you need to. Yeah, that one we didn't get. It got away from us. But there's another one. Maybe the same one, but. So now, we're on everybody's tail, gunning them down. And we missed the mini kit again. And now this caught me off guard because the button to get to the side section to force the turret to rotate to the side was not the same button at first. So that's why we do this extended sequence where we are just, going parallel to the enemy. Now I've got the turret working. I'm going to go back to shooting down their vehicles. Now, all these brain-controlled guys are shield guys, so I don't know how many people we lose in the course of this incident. Maybe somewhere around 50. And you can see that we're just a little over 2/3 of our bar completed for true Avenger status, and we're probably not going to get there because this is really the end of this scene as far as the game was concerned, and the way the movie was concerned. But they give you one more gun section going in reverse, so now things are coming up closer to you, and you're having to gun them down. It's a neat little shooter section. I just sort of wish that in the free play you could choose a different character other than Williams to operate the cannon. And so we made it out. And now that Loki has the Tesseract, we've got to call in all of our assets to stop him. And so we will go bring in Captain America, Iron Man, and the Hulk in the next episode. So I'll see you then.
The Tesseract is with a hostile force. Hill?
A lot of men still under. Don't know how many survivors.
Sound the general call. I want every living soul not working rescue looking for that briefcase.
Roger that.
As of right now, we are at war.